Does how you treat other salespeople when you're making a purchase matter, and why does it count? I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about how salespeople are treated. Now, it doesn't matter what good, what service, what product, what widget, what gizmo you have to offer, you have had a difficult buyer. And sometimes I see this where salespeople go, you know, I've had difficult buyers, so it's my time to get even with you. And I will say that some of the most difficult people that I've had to deal with are jaded salespeople. And the reason why this is a problem is it perpetuates a stereotype for people in sales, and it causes a lot of issues, because like the last thing that you want to do is deal with somebody who's difficult just for the sake of being difficult because they're taking it out on you because of the way that they've been treated. So I'm going to make a recommendation for you that when it's your turn to be the buyer, when it's your turn to sit down with a salesperson, I'm not saying you can't be critical of them. I'm not telling you that like, hey, you can't ask good questions. I'm not saying, hey, you can't get your best deal. But to be difficult for the sake of being difficult because you're upset because you're in sales doesn't make sense. And so here's what happens is you go in, you're difficult with a salesperson, you ruin their day, and then it stops their momentum. I have this belief that if I'm going to go into a sales process, I already know that that person's going to look at me and go, hey, you're in sales. And so there was a long time that for a really long time, I didn't tell salespeople what I did. I'd tell them, hey, I work on heating and air conditioning equipment, because I didn't want them to think like, okay, this guy's going to do this, I'm going to have to do this. It escalates the situation, okay? So recently, made a big purchase. I made a big purchase. My brain wasn't thinking. I made a big purchase, and I told the sales guy, I said, hey, look, I'm going to make this as easy on you. Is if you make it easy on me, here's what I'm looking for. Here's what I want to spend. Let's just work that out. And the sales guy kind of wandered, and I was like, nope, hey, listen, I get it. I work with salespeople day in, day out. Here's what I'm looking for. Here's what I want. Good job for trying to get me an upsell. Not knocking it. You did your job, but let me bring you back. This is what I want. And I bought from him. I made the purchase. Wasn't difficult, wasn't angry. And I'm not saying, hey, look how great I am. I'm saying you have the capability of making somebody's day good or destroying somebody's day. And if you're in sales, you know what it's like to have a horrible day. You know what it's like to have a horrible buyer. So why would you do that to another salesperson? And I see this occasionally where salespeople have this axe to grind, and they're just like, I've had my day ruined, and I'm going to ruin it for somebody else. It doesn't work out, right? And then so you're thinking like, why does this happen to me? It could be because you make that happen to other salespeople. Just something to think about. You got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button and click on it every time I send out a video. You'll get an update that says Scott Bell Consultant sent out another fantastic video. You should check it out, which you should. We'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. Aloha.